YouTube, what's going on? Professional Madden player T Davis back again today for another great tip, and we are breaking down the best zone beater in all of Madden 22. That's right. No matter if it's cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, cover 6, whatever the zone may be. It can be an inverted zone, it can be a stock zone, a basic zone, whatever the zone coverage is. This is going to be an absolute beater for it. It's one of the best plays in the game. It's super easy to run, and it really stretches the field horizontally as well as vertically. It creates a lot of different concepts for you on offense. It's also really effective in the red zone. Might be my favorite red zone play in the game this year. So I know I've put up some great red zone tips on my channel already, which you can check out on my channel if you are subscribed here to the channel on YouTube. If you are subscribed, and it's free to subscribe, you don't need to pay anything. You just press that button, and you're going to be notified when I do drop all types of Madden tips and content here on the channel. But if you've seen my other red zone tips, you know that I provide some of the best red zone tips on YouTube for Madden, just Madden tips in general. But the play we're going to take a look at today is mesh spot. Before we get into it, of course, make sure you guys smash that like button. It really helps me out in the algorithm. All you have to do is press the thumbs up, and that gives me a like. So all you guys got to really do is press the subscribe button, press the thumbs up button. It helps me out so much that I can keep providing the best content possible. And the support from you guys has been amazing, man. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this tip. If you want me to break anything else down on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. Always looking for input from my viewers and from guys that really enjoy my channel. I'm always looking for tips that you guys want me to bring, whether it be ebooks, mini schemes, just tips, gameplays, anything you guys want. Let me know in the comments down below. So let's get into it here. We are in the Washington football playbook, but it doesn't really matter. Most gun bunches have this mesh spot play. So this is the play we're going to be breaking down. Mesh spot, not mesh post. We are talking about mesh spot. So check your playbook to see if you have something like this. It doesn't have to be this exact play, but ideally we want two wheel routes on the play. And as you see here, the running back out of the backfield's on a wheel route. The tight end is also on a wheel route. So let's come out. We'll do a verse basic cover 3 because I said we're going to run this verse zone. So you take a look at the play here, of course. As you can see, we have the running back, on that little wheel route to the left. We have the tight end on the same exact wheel route to the right side. So both of these routes are our money routes. So now we need to make a couple adjustments here on the play to allow, we need to make a couple adjustments to pull out the zones to allow these routes to get open kind of as they cut up. So the first thing we want to do is take our solo receiver here on the left. You see Devontae Adams, square on PlayStation. It will probably be X on Xbox. But just the solo receiver on the left, we just want to put him on a little baby out route, just like that. So he's going to bring out any flat zones to the sidelines wide. Then over here on the right side, you want to take Marquez Valdez-Scantling, put him on either an out route or a flat. So I like to do a flat. It's a little bit sharper here on this side, just like that. And then with Cobb, you have one of two options. You can either put him on a streak and just kind of clear him out. We're not really going to throw that streak. We can throw it occasionally if it's like Tampa 2 over the middle with the user catch, but really that route is just there to pull the zones, to bring the zones back, clear them out for our tight end there. And then the other options, you can put them on a little hitch route underneath. Either one is fine, depending on what you want to go for. If you want to have an underneath route, then the hitch is the move. If you want to go, just have them clear out the zones, then go with the streak. So it's going to look exactly like this. This is what your play art's supposed to look like here. Only other thing I'll mention is you do want to motion out circle or this outside receiver out wide if you can for an extra, just add a little spacing to our play, right? Spacing is so important when we're creating concepts, when we're creating play designs in Madden. So you want great spacing on the field, make everything look clean the way you're doing it. So let's go ahead and run a few times here. We're going to motion out circle just like that, and we're going to hike it. As you see there, we're going to now pass lead down. So you want to low pass that to the tight end. So to low pass, of course, you want to hold that, or you want to hold that left trigger or L2 on PlayStation and then bullet pass it. So you see here when we motion out this flat, and sometimes we can throw this flat, if they're blitzing you or they don't have any hard flat defenders out there. We could have probably threw it here, honestly, for an easy, quick completion. But what that does is just brings this defender out here in the flat zone just enough, a little bit, right? Allowing him to get that inside leverage on him. And when we low pass that with the left trigger, you always want to low pass it. It creates a nice, clean, and safe environment for the tight end to catch the ball, because when you low pass it, it's just extremely difficult for the defenders to get it. So we go ahead and low pass that pretty much as soon as he cuts up, and I always like to possession catch it as well, get my nice 8-yard completion here. So that's what we're looking at on the right side here. You see the flat defender. He just comes out just enough on the flat route, allowing our tight end to get inside of him. Now here on the left side, it's the same type of thing, right? You see here, when we hike it, this defender on the flat, he goes out just enough with our outside receiver on the out route, allowing our running back to cut in, and we can low pass that same thing here. And it's getting in between the flat defender and the the hook zone defender, the yellow zone here. So we have tons of space to throw this. Now, the other thing I'll mention is why it's so good is because it's impossible to user both of these, right? So we know that the computer zones can't cover both of these, right? And now we also know that there's only one user, and they have to pretty much choose which route they're going to go to. So usually they'll kind of start on the slot receiver run with him, and then if you do start hitting them with this a lot, they're going to have to choose one, right? They go to use the running back, we just throw it to the tight end, and vice versa. If they go over there to user the tight end, we just throw it to our running back. So that's why I love this play. Also, it stretches the field horizontally, but it also really stresses the user over the middle too, making them make a decision, right? So they have to pick one of those routes. When they make that decision, we throw the opposite one because both these routes are going to be automatically open versus zone. Like I said, the computer zones will not be able to guard this, right? So let's set it up again just like that. We're going to motion out circle. This time, let's go ahead and look if it'll let me hike it. It's not letting me hike it. This time, we'll look to the backside here on that running back. As soon as he cuts up, low pass possession catch every single time. He gets in that little pocket area of the zone. As you'll see, it's just a nice little area, clean area where there's no defenders. See, as soon as he cuts up right about there, boom, all day long, we throw that in that little pocket. And they have no chance here to make any play on it, the computer. So it's just in that little area. That's why this is so good in the red zone, as I mentioned before. So I'll go ahead and run it a few more times here. Motion out circle, set it up just like this. This time we'll go back to the tight end, pass lead down to the inside, possession catch every single time. Never going to miss it here. Go ahead and do it to the left side now. Once again, we motion out circle on the little flat. And this time, we check it down to our running back in that little area. That's a 10-yard completion all day long. No zones can cover it. Now, the one other thing that I wanted to mention is you can put R1 or the slot receiver on a hitch route as well. So in case you do want to kind of check it down, that's just another option we have there. You see there, they covered it pretty good, so I wouldn't have thrown it. But if they say they go over to user, say that, I'll show you in the replay. Say this linebacker here that was sitting on that goes to user the tight end, right? So as you see here, obviously in this case, this linebacker, if I can get to him, he's staying on the hitch, right? So we're not going to throw the hitch. We throw this again all day. We throw the tight end, right? But say this linebacker, maybe it's the user, he runs over, right, to guard the tight end, then we're just going to have our hitch just sitting there for an easy underneath completion. So that's why I like to also add in that route, just to give it a little bit of a different look occasionally. Doesn't mean you have to throw it, but just gives us another option. But these routes to the running back and to the tight end just all day long. Easy completions. You can work your way up and down the field, mixing up your play calls out of this gun bunch, using that mesh spot play to really destroy zone coverage. And like I said, utilize this in the red zone as well. Of course, mix up your play calls so you always keep the defense guessing. You never know. You never know. So they never know what you're going to be running out there on offense. So mix up your play calls with this mesh spot, one of the best zone beaters by far in Madden 22. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for the best Madden content on YouTube. Hitting that like button and comment down below your thoughts. Appreciate you guys, man. Until next time, peace.